I'm on the Chaussee Brunho again. My favourite roadway. The old Roman road that stretches for mile upon mile across northern France. And hopefully today we reach the suburbs of Paris. Yes, the Chaussee, not to be confused with les chaussures, which are your shoes or your boots, or your chaussettes, which are your socks. Now the Chaussee means roadway. Chaussee Brunho. I'm trying to think if Brunho, if that's some connection with Brunhild. I think there might be. Have to have a little look in the history books there. I think there might be some connection there. But yeah, we've got about 35 kilometers in total to do today. But I feel a little more with it today. Absolutely knackered yesterday. Legs and my feet. Oh, it told me where to go in terms of trying to do anything. It's pretty much all I could do to sit and stare at the floor for hour upon hour. Actually, yeah, I was feeling a little bit down yesterday as well. Maybe it all just combines together. See, that's one of the signs you've got to look out for. That little white band above a red band is one of the signs that indicates the one of the national trails in France, one of the GR routes, Grande Randonnée, I think it means, sort of one of the walking trails. It doesn't mean you should follow them all the time, just some of the time. They don't necessarily always lead in the direction that you want to be going, because some of them are circular, but at the moment I've got to be watching out for those GR11 and GR12, the Grand Randonnée. So yeah, yesterday, but today I feel encouraged. Pretty young blonde at the baker's gave me an extra pastry when she saw the teddy bear. Good old OG. Lovely little smile and a blush, and asked me where I was going, and I was walking all the way, and laughed particularly when I said quelquefois to a question that obviously didn't make sense by me answering quelquefois. She turned to a friend and went, quelquefois! Like sometimes, quelquefois means sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. I think actually she was asking whether I was going to be walking back from Morocco. It's a question I get asked regularly, actually. That should be question 4 or 5. Will you be walking back from Morocco? The answer is a resounding no. I will not be. I'll possibly never be walking again. I shall jeter mes chaussures dans un grande poubelle. Actually, I've got to get a new pair of boots in Paris. These ones are very, very thin, almost gone through on the left-hand side, on the inside of my foot. So no, I shan't be flying back. I mean, I shall be flying back, or I don't know. I'll get a train, I'll get a bus, but I will not be walking back from Morocco. That's assuming that I get there in one piece, which is the plan. On a more optimistic day, I believe I will. On a day like yesterday, I don't know. It's funny, you go through those times where, yeah, your mental battle. Sometimes it's just stopping and sitting and just waiting for it to pass, I think. Waiting for your body to catch up, you have to speak to yourself, you have to tell yourself this will pass, it'll be alright, you'll feel a bit stronger. The things that haven't worked out, the things that aren't happening with the project that you hoped would be happening, some of the fundraising side is a bit slow, and some people's offers of help and offers to walk and things like that, they don't come about, and you can feel very alone in it sometimes when you have to drag yourself out of bed and say, I've got to walk another 30, 40 kilometres today with a rucksack that I'm sick of the sight of, and a teddy bear that isn't really full of the most interesting conversation. So yeah, it's difficult sometimes. You've got to talk to your heart, talk to your head, and just wait until the strength comes again. I actually went and sat in the cathedral yesterday for about half an hour, which was good. Had a quick bathe in the holy water on the way out, which for no reason other than, you know, it was there, and who knows? Another force can be with me. The strength I need to keep going. So yeah, sat there for a bit, and then I went and had a couple of beers, which is always good for the soul. And read a book. Again, a book which I'm kind of going through a few times. So there we are. We feel a bit more encouraged today, and I've got a mole skin as well. Not as in, you know, like I've killed a mole and skinned it. I mean the notebook, the legendary notebook, le carnet légendaire de Hemingway et Van Gogh et Picasso et Bruce Chatwin. Yeah, legendary notebook. They're just brilliant. They're great. They're the best ones for writing in and tucking your bits of paper in the little foldy pocket at the back. Well, I've searched every town, tous les villes de Calais, entre Calais et Senlis, and je ne trouve pas. Mais aujourd'hui, je trouve un moleskine. I was just looking at a little bookshop and I saw it there, moleskine. So I excitedly told the girl behind the counter that, you know, I've been looking for one of these for ages, and I think I must have got a couple of my words wrong because she looked slightly bemused, or maybe she was just kind of blown away by the sight of a chubby bloke and a teddy bear standing in her bookshop in Senlis. Who knows? Who knows? What goes on in other people's heads is their business. It's difficult enough to edit what goes on in your own. So, there we are. On our way. I do hope I'm going the right way. I was expecting to... Oh, this must be... That can be very frustrating if you walk for half an hour, and that's been known to happen. Realise you... Misread something. No, there it is. That's definitely what I'm following. It's definitely the GR 1112 and the GR 655 Grand Randonnée. Yes, the importance of not getting words mixed up. Struck me the other day. I had a dish called Earth Cocotte, which for some reason in all my years of travelling and trying things that I've not tried before, I'd never tried. It's basically kind of poached eggs in a casserole type dish that I suppose different people have different recipes, but this particular one had kind of salmon and yeah, there's lots of liquid, and but it's really tasty, slightly piquant, a little bit of tomato in there maybe, but yeah, a fairly cheap but really tasty little dish, Earth Cocotte. I'd never had it before, and I will definitely try it again, but I realise you have to be very, very careful how you ask for it and where you ask for it, because cocotte, I looked up to see what the exact definition was on my little iPhone dictionary, and it says individual portions that can be served from a casserole. So it's kind of, so a casserole individual, so that would be the floating poached eggs. But it's also a woman who procures money from men for sex, which means that it's also a prostitute. So I guess you'll be very careful where you ask and who you ask for your cocotte.